What happens when you push a game's difficulty beyond safe levels and create an impossible experience? I've been on a quest to turn a generic shooter into the most impossible, strategic challenge that any human could create. My goal is simple: beat the first region of Ghost Recon Wildlands with maximum difficulty where one hit will kill you, permadeath, no overpowered DLC weapons, and no user interface or minimap. Yes, I have gone insane, but I'm the Spiffing Brit and I can do anything. This is a game that requires completing challenging objectives, where one mistake or a civilian casualty will result in a full restart and a loss of hours of progress and what little threads of mental stability I have left. I attempted this previously with an easier setup. After a few attempts, we almost pulled it off before being crushed by the boss. But then I decided to go even further and disable my cheating overpowered AI teammates. So now I'm back with more challenge than ever to make the impossible a reality. So is it possible? Why not place your bet in the comment section? Give us a like and let's get right into this video. Seeing as this is now going to be a one-man operation, I thought why not make it a one-woman operation? That means we need the greatest, stealthiest, most tactical being alive, and that's where Jane Splinter Cell comes into the mix. So yes, we've taken the hardest challenge that I could actually conceive of inside of this game, and we're about to make it even more hard. You see all of these lovely AI teammates behind me? Well, they're all gone now. There we go. It is just Jane. Right, anyway, the missions are still exactly the same. The enemies are still generally all in the same location. The only difference is now Jane is speaking to inanimate voices.
Time to earn your pay, people. Put on your game faces.
So yes, we're just simply making our way downtown, driving fast, going to abduct a lieutenant and interrogate him. Do. And there we go, clean sweep. I guess seeing as I no longer need to actually have teammates in a vehicle with me, I can start using the motorbikes. Woohoo! Famously the safest mode of transport. Although I do need to be very careful, because if I just fall off of a vehicle and get downed, I'm still in a position where no one can revive me and I will die. Still, this is a very fun vehicle to drive. Yeah, power sliding is cool. Oh dear, rocks. Okay, it's fine. Thought we're into a slight predicament where I could have died, but no, Jane knows how to use a bike. And it should be a case of, yep, we've now arrived at the farm. Lovely. Did something just jump up? I swear I saw like a cow's corpse levitate in the air there. Right, okay, I'll drop a lot of these enemies. There we go, 2 enemies dropped without anyone noticing. There we go, 2 more men dropped. There we go, that's another one dropped. Okay, there's a gentleman in the actual building himself. Go, 1 dead. Alright, he's down. Okay, I think that might be all of them. Oh my goodness, this is actually significantly more tense than anything else. I also don't have any AI teammates calling out like, oh yeah, there's 1 more enemy left. I have no idea where the enemies are unless they're shooting at me. Anyway, here's Amaru.
What's left of him anyway?
Right, Amaru, let's follow Jane Splinter on out of here. Right, once again, another successful first mission. Oops. And we unlock the sniper rifle. And I think I'm actually going to immediately swap over. One of the fun facts about all the weapons is that they can really easily be modified. Like, for example, I could get a slightly bigger extended magazine, and I can unlock this item by actually exploring into a certain region and discovering it, or I can just go into the in-game shop and buy it. Yeah, cheers, Ubisoft. Alright, now I have some intel apparently in a house that's not too far from here. Yeah, it's that outcropping of buildings just down in front. They even have themselves a helicopter and they just launched a flare. Very interesting. Well, there's intel there and that's all that matters. I'm going to drop these 2. Oh crap, I missed. There he is. Oh my god. Okay, pistol out. Come on. There we go, fantastic. I dropped him, but I think his friends can see. They're now heading our way. If they start pushing up this hill, we are screwed. God, that's 1 dead for a wall. I'm being spotted. Out we go. Run. Ooh, drop. Oh my goodness. We didn't even take a hit, but we get suppressed, which means our ability to focus and aim is greatly diminished. I've got to relocate. They know I'm vaguely in this area and they're still hunting me. Oh, that's close. Oh my god! Whoa! Okay, we took a bullet there, but we lived.
Nomad, I've got Pacatory on the line.
Okay, right. We've also just been given the mission to stop the convoy. And in front of me, I actually see a helicopter equipped with miniguns. And I get the feeling that's going to allow me to complete this mission. I just need to find this intel. I think we've got to kick down the door. Yeah. And inside, we have ourselves some supplies and intel. Very good. That should unlock a mission for us.
You got a 20 on the garage where Polito parks his sports car.
Now, one of the fun things about the convoy mission is that you can still succeed it even if you blow up the truck you're trying to stop. And so that's why I don't mind that I'm using a massive helicopter gunship. The one problem we do run into, though, is I can't actually see where I'm aiming, which means the risk of civilian casualties is incredibly high. But that's a sacrifice we're just going to have to take. And oh look, there's the convoy. Right, okay, so if I spin up my guns, I can see vaguely where they're landing. And look, some of those are landing on the convoy. Now this bad boy does have infinite ammo, so realistically I can just keep on spraying on. Oh, there we go. I think I hit one or two of the drivers in that car. That's good. So some of their escort is damaged up a bit. I'm gonna have to hold fire for a second as we're flying around the mega compound. It has a sports car in it, and there's about 20 enemies in there that I do not want to aggro. Luckily, the convoy, for some reason, still hasn't decided to shoot back. I'm going to chalk this down to the fact that Jane is a master of stealth and that this is a Ubisoft game. All right, we've cleared the area. Time to get the guns going again. Okay, that car's gonna blow up. Good. That's one of the convoys down. Now I just need to get the others. Oh, I think I hit another one in the escort. I think the escort has now exploded. Good stuff. That's the escort down. They've gotten out of the big Jeep. I've done it. That's all of the reinforcements dead. I can see one guy by the truck. He's dead. Anyone else by the truck? Want to throw down? Nope. I think that is all of the enemies defeated. Huzzah, ladies and gents. One mission stealthily done. Grab the supplies.
Objective secure. Let's clear out.
And let's get out of here. Nice and stealthy. All with the power of twin miniguns. Whee! Okay, I've got another little side mission here, which is to steal the medical helicopter. Let's try and get in closer, because there's some intel in here. Let's grab this intel. Oh crap, I'm getting spotted.
Let's get it done.
There's a surrendering enemy. That's fine. There's one more dead. Okay, there's the lieutenant. He's running around. He's going for the helicopter. Shotgun. Oh my goodness, he took a full-blown sniper bolt to the head, and then he blew up the... No! Right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for our fifth character, who I am calling Drone Boy. Definitely an eclectic mix of stuff that I've just rammed onto a gentleman. I mean, he doesn't even have eyes. And yet, hopefully, this is the gentleman who will finally beat the hardest challenge I've ever experienced. Luckily, this should be quite easy because I have the llama truck. Let's go. I think this is the one. Every time we make a new character, every time we get a new experience, my understanding of the enemies and the world that we're playing in grows, and I would say that generally our skills have been sharpened like a fine blade. So yes, here we are. Let's get ready to rumble with the enemies. Don't mind me, sir. I know exactly what you are. You're dead. There we go. Two more enemies dead. Oh, here's our gentleman. Bap. And we're going to abduct this man here. Oh, captured. Lovely. We've only got a couple of dudes left alive. And they'll be as easy to defeat as 1, 2, and 3. Right, so there we go. Drone Boy has eliminated his first few enemies, all without actually having to see them. He's just that good. But now we must continue on our next mode of transport. Perfectly safe and legitimate motorbike. Yes, it is by far the safest way to travel. No! No! After the tragic loss of my last character, I've now learned from my past mistakes. Number 1, always drive safely. Number 2, maybe in order to defeat the enemy, I should become the enemy. That's why our new character, Bob Crimelot, is here. He's dressed up as a Santa Blanca cartel member, and that means that I'm sure Bob Crimelot is never going to be detected by his enemies. Okay, so I'm not doing the whole driving safely to the objective thing very well, but just like that, we've made our way to the farm. Let's go, Bob's Crimelot. Bam, dead. Dead. Alright, there we go. All enemies defeated and Amaru rescued. Let's get out of here. I'm going to continue the strategy from one of our previous lives and aim for this cartel base here where we know an attack helicopter exists. Our targets are even nice enough to send up a flare so we know exactly where they're located. Right, let the fun begin, Mr. Crime. Right, that's 2 enemies down. I also want to drop this gentleman as he rounds the corner. Okay, I kid you not, after the game crashed and I loaded it back up, the save file of Bob Crimes a Lot has been completely deleted by Ubisoft. Evidently, everyone is out to get me. That could have been the perfect run, but no, the developers were like, he's getting too close. He's almost found the perfect routing. Quick, sir, crash his entire memory. Yes, that'll do it. So yeah, that's one less character into the pile. Great, we're gonna need to make a new one. Okay, right, this is the one where we're going to be playing as Randy the Rebel. That's right, he's actually a member of the Resistance this time. You can tell because he's wearing the Rebel uniform. This means any war crimes we commit definitely won't be tied to the US government. Now, the main change that I've made this time is that I've sacrificed a child to the gods of Ubisoft so that they don't crash my game, and then I've also made myself a nice warm cup of tea. Alright, so we're making our way over to the compound where we can grab the major intel and steal the minigun helicopter. Let the fun begin. First enemy dropped nice and easily. Second enemy dropped. Now it's just this group sat here. Let's go. One big full auto burst and that's it. It's a strike. Nice stuff. Oh, there was one enemy still there the whole time. That was close. And now we need to do is break into the building, steal the intelligence, and now let's go grab that helicopter. We've got a convoy to blow up in a perfectly fair and balanced way. Yeah, it looks like the convoy operators have already jumped out the car, which makes me believe that the supplies are now definitely going to be mine. Let's get those supplies and get out.
Objective secure. Let's clear out.
Ooh, I did take a hit there. Oh, quick. There's a man right there with a gun. Up. That was close. Mission complete though, well done. So our next rebel mission is to help them with a radio. But of course, in order to do that, we'd struggle without at least some kind of support. So I'm going to go do the rebel transmitter mission so that we can unlock their diversion. Yes, the diversion rebel troops are nowhere near as good as our normal AI teammates. However, they're still significantly better than nothing. And there we go. Just like that, rebel mission complete. Right, that's our new ability unlocked. And seeing as we're next to El Polito's car, we should probably try and nab it. We're not going to play it sensibly. We're going to try and repeat what we did last time, which is to basically just do a daylight robbery of the car. Right, that's one scout down. And there we go, first 3 enemies defeated. And there are some rebels in a cage over there. I'm in a very good position. There's El Polito's car, so this gentleman needs to die. Then was that gentleman. How is he dodging these bullets? He's dead now. Okay, it would appear I'm now having to kill the entire base. Okay, I freed the rebels, shot that gentleman in the head. Rebels will now provide the distraction. We're out of here. All right, there we go. People shot up, car found. In we go. Drive. And we're out of here. Let's go. 1 car stolen. Rebels providing the distraction we need, and we're on out of here. Perfect stuff. A little bit touch and go at times, but it worked. That's 1 mission complete. All right, now we just need more major intel, so I'm going to make my way over to my favorite little cartel compound, where it's nice and easy and we can work out exactly what mission we're doing next. What is that enemy unit doing driving across the bridge like a lunatic? Right, okay, so we got some information on some rebel ops, which is very useful, but still we need to know where the next major operation is. So we're still going to make our way over to the cartel house. Is this helicopter even able to take off? No, it can't. What the heck? How did they position a helicopter in such a useless place? Right, over to the cartel house we go. Oh, I've got some rebels here actually. I'm going to order them to get out of their car, and that should mean that they're going to assist me with this next fight. So there we go. I'll drop those enemies, and now my little rebel friends should be able to get the rest of this job done. I'm just going to parkour my way on inside. And now, yes, there is one gentleman inside that building, but it shouldn't be too difficult at all. Come on, come downstairs. I can see him. That's him dead? Okay, no, it's all good. Enemy forces cleared on out. Major intel is ours.
This document mentions an Unidad captain who sends prisoners to Uri and Polito for interrogation. interrogation, but he's sitting in an Unidad firebase.
Alright, so seeing as I'm close to the Rebel radio mission, I'm going to do just a little bit of prep work. This is going to be the hardest version of Rebel radio that we've ever dealt with, but we have one thing on our side. The glorious M203GL, a grenade launcher that we can strap onto the bottom of this bad boy and make it spicy. Now I think the rebels themselves are actually going to start driving up to the town as well, so what I'm going to try and do is park these rebels with their minigun inside of the central hub. That way when we start the mission, we'll have 3 extra volunteers to assist us. All I have to do is make sure not to drive too far out of range of them so that they despawn. Evidently Ubisoft didn't like the way that I was cheesing the game, and so they crashed my entire PC again. This absolutely broke me. Unlike the last time when the game crashed and I lost my entire character, I'd actually spent a lot of time on this run. We had done several opening missions and we were getting ourselves positioned for great success. And so yes, I gave up. I knew that even if I tried my best, if the game would just randomly crash and destroy my entire save file, what would be the point? But before I could turn my PC off for good, I decided to check if maybe, just maybe, our wonderful character hadn't been deleted. We are so back, ladies and gentlemen! Alright, well this is fantastic. We didn't lose too much progress and we're actually not too far away from our objective in the first place. Alright, let's go into town. Whee! Whoop! And there we go, we arrived. Oops, may or may not have landed on a civilian. Whoopsie. Alright, so the predicament that we run into is that I have to defend this lovely generator, and a very large amount of enemies are going to come our way. So in order to try and make this more viable for myself, I'm going to see if I can summon in a large amount of diversions. Yes, look at my lovely little rebel friends coming now. In terms of our friends, I can see that we have 2 rebel helpers down there and 1 rebel helper up here. When they hear the sound of combat, they'll probably come over and assist.
A few moments later.
Okay, so the problem with the diversion rebels that I spawn in is that whilst I can spawn them in and they'll run on over, after a short period of time they just simply walk away and go back over there. I'm guessing if I spawn in a new diversion right here, it will delete some of the old version? Okay, no, it actually worked. We have 4 AI assistants here still. So hypothetically I can just keep calling in diversions and maybe it will just keep spawning in rebels for me.
Much later.
Right, okay, so in total I've got 4 soldiers that I've spawned in and they've accumulated over here. I've got 2 soldiers that I've just recently spawned in and they'll walk back over to this location. And then after my timer resets in 60 seconds, I'm going to call in another squad right here. Yes, you might say that this is a little bit cheesy and exploity, but you've got to remember that I'm British. Oh, there's a rebel lieutenant right there. I wonder if my other little assistants over here will shoot at him. Rebels, come on. Rebels, you can see him. Get him. There you go, now you've activated. Lovely. Right, so I'm hoping now that all the rebels are activated, this is a good time to call in the final diversion reinforcement. Alright, let's go activate this mission. So I've got to quickly run on down here, make sure I don't get hit by a car, and activate the transmission. Let's go. Go! Right, now the mission begins. We've got this squad of rebels right here to help us out, and new enemy vehicles will run on in. Right, now luckily for me I have a grenade launcher, which should deal with most of these enemies like so. So we just go like that, and bam, they're dead. I think I see a truck of them there. Let's blow it up. Perfect. At least I hope that was enemy forces, otherwise I've just committed a war crime. Got this gentleman behind me, tried to shoot me in the back, but he's dead now. Now, the main reason I got the grenade launcher is purely so that I can one-hit explode any vehicles I run into. Mr. Truck, yeah, goodbye. That's how we do it. I don't actually know how much longer I have to defend this objective for. Might be completely done. We've got some kind of fighting over here, but it looks like the rebels are handling it. I'll spawn in another diversion behind me. Yes, it looks like I've got a nice squad of men all around me covering all of my flanks. Oh, and I think that's the end of the mission coming up. Yes. Is that it?
Broadcast complete.
There we go. We did it. Mission complete. All right, now let's get out of here. All right, so this is good because it's given us the ability to spawn in mortar fire. As we can see, when I blew up this squad of enemies to my left, I accidentally also killed 2 allied rebels, but you know, I guess that doesn't count too much as a war crime. Also, it's really hard to tell which person's an enemy and which one's not. If you carry an AK-47, I'm going to blow you up. All right, so we've got the last 2 main missions unlocked. One is to interrogate the commander of the army base, the other is to free the prisoner from this village. We're going to go for the army base first because there's a helicopter that we can use to fly on over to this location. Actually, I realize over here there should be a rebel helicopter I can use. Hopefully it isn't parked in a really stupid location. Perfect. Alright, let's take this bad boy over to the military base. I must say, this time, Randy the Rebel is having a really good and effective life. Things have gone very well for him. I'd argue we haven't really been in a position of danger. We've just done things calmly, safely, and securely. Right, okay, so first things first, we need to take out the snipers. Oh, shit. I just fired a grenade launcher. I fired a grenade launcher. Let's get out of it. Out. The sniper is looking at me. Get the hell out of here. Oh my god. I forgot I had a grenade launcher equipped. I thought I was firing regular bullets, but no, it was the big explosion bullets. And now they've just summoned in reinforcements, so I'm going to need to spend some time away from that location before I can then give it another go. Great. What an absolute disaster. Okay, looks like they've now pulled out all of their reinforcements, but even so, I'm just going to hang out on this rock until it starts getting to nighttime, and then we'll attempt our assault on the military base. So I'll see each every one of you in a little while. Alright, so here's the military base. We have ourselves our first sniper up there, so we'll bam. Oh, there we go. They accidentally took 2 shots because I hit a metal railing. At least I've now spotted the actual target. That's the Unidad captain I'm aiming for. Of course, I am going to want to drop some of the other snipers that are hanging around, like this gentleman way over there. Come on, stick your head up, please. Stop crouching on down. Let me get you, sir. What are you doing looking around on the floor for? Okay, fine. I'll have to leave him be. But yes, all the snipers need to get dropped. Yeah, I can see the target right there. This sniper here needs to go. Dead. Perfect. There might be someone in this bunker. No, but there's like 8 men over there. Okay, looks like they're all trying to have lunch, which actually means I might be able to stealth my way in. Because this guy's basically by himself here, which means I think I can get to him without being detected. There he is. Right, let me get this gentleman. Come on, turn your head around. Turn your head around. Oh, he's coming in. He's coming in. Come on, let's get him. Got him. Yes, perfect. Yeah, now let's get our intel and get out of here.
Oye, Bolito. I got a lamp ready for delivery.
Alright, perfect. Bonk him on the head and let's get out of here. But how do I get out? I can get in that way, but it's a one-way process. I mean, luckily most of the guards are off their patrol because they're all having dinner, so I think I should be able to sneak my way out the main gate. I've dropped most of the snipers, so I'm hoping this should be easier. I mean, there's even an argument that I might be able to take the helicopter. I mean, there's no enemies too close to the helicopter. I reckon I can do it. Yeah, there's no one here who can see me. Let's do it. We're getting the helicopter and we're getting out of here. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Up, 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 up. They haven't detected me yet. Not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet. Up, 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 and we're out of here. Let's go! Helicopter stolen, mission complete. Right, so it's over to the village where that poor little rebel prisoner's being held hostage. Alright, well, we've been detected, so we've got to act swiftly. Let's get ourselves a diversion going. Now, here's the thing. I know the enemies are inside the church, so logically, if I just throw a mortar fire in... Yeah, there we go. We got the sniper off the roof of it. That's the enemy dead in the middle. Okay, that's my rebel support. Oh my goodness, that enemy is literally getting peppered with shots, but because of the distance and the suppressor, they're doing, like, next to no damage! No! Oh my god. Can I do this? Everything went right there. But as soon as you think the run is going well, as soon as you think you've made substantial progress and that you're in the clear, disaster strikes and everything is lost. I don't know if I can bring myself to do this again. After the loss of Randy the Rebel, I was broken. I didn't play the game for an entire week. I just genuinely couldn't bring myself to press play. I knew that I'd gotten so close, and yet in a moment of pure confidence at probably the highest peak I'd felt in the game, one silly, stupid mistake came back to destroy me. I knew that I was better than that, and I knew that I'd actually proven that this was definitely possible, that I could do it with no user interface on the highest difficulty, with no AI assistance. It could be done. And so for one more time, I loaded into the game. Now, it has been over a week since I've played the game, so I'm hoping I haven't forgotten too much of my pathing, but considering that I've put tens of hours into it over the last few weeks, I think it's going to be difficult to forget. Sometimes I close my eyes at night and all I see is the llama van. I've done these missions so many times that yes, I'm just going to be able to basically murder my way through here with absolute ease. And good day to you, how are you? Oh, he's dead. Now we've got the man we need to interrogate slowly walking over towards us. Alright, now we're just going to sneak up behind him and grab him like so. Perfect stuff.
Where can I find him?
He's at Atoya Farm.
Right, okay, we've got quite a few targets we need to actually drop. There we go. I think that's one nice cleaned up military base. Right, check both ways before we cross the road. Last thing we want is to be hit by a car. And there we go, lovely. Let's grab our supplies. Let's grab our new optics, free ammo, and then get out of here. That's the first mission complete. I mean, now that I've played this about 8 times, I've really memorized this map. All of the paths, all of the routes I need to take. I no longer need to press M to actually open it up and click on a destination. I think it's safe to say I've been playing far too many video games. Right, we'll grab ourselves the sniper rifle. Not that we'll actually use it. And most importantly, let's get a new sight added to our gun. Right, so with our equipment upgraded, it's now time to go and get ourselves some major intel. And most importantly, our attack helicopter. Okay, so I know the convoy is ever so slightly coming along this road. And is that it there? Yes, it is. Right, let the chaos begin. That technically was a kill. That's a second kill. Every time you hear that little hit marker sound, that is one of these bullets landing on an enemy. And because we're this far out, they can't actually detect us or fight back. So yes, the driver of that car is dead. All I need to do now is hit the driver of this car as well. Oh, that's one hit. But I think that was just their gunner. Oh, I think I accidentally just shot a civilian out of a car. Oopsies. Right, we're getting close to the car park area and I don't particularly want to be around for that. So I'm going to just pull myself away and then we'll re-engage around the corner. Alright, perfect. Here comes the truck. I think I should be aiming vaguely at where the driver is. Come on, hit the driver. There we go. That's 2 hits. That's the driver dead. Now we just need to hit the support vehicle. Support vehicle is dead. Now all I need to do is get out of the way so that the enemies disengage us. Right, now if I check my map, it is looking like all of the enemy forces have left the area. So I will gently hover myself down to the supply vehicle. Lovely. Right, I think we're completely clear now. Nope, we're not. Ow, 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 ow. Sir, you're dead. Sir, step out behind that tree. And he's dead. There's another one. God, is it over yet? My helicopter's taking a beating from this. Let's quickly grab this and get out of here.
Commo gear's in good shape.
Okay, good stuff. Big successful murdering achieved. We've done it. And whilst I still have the helicopter, I'm going to go do the little comm tower mission that unlocks the rebel diversion. Oh, look, there's an explosion. That's going to be an NPC plane that's just crashed into a mountain. And we flip the switch and away we go. Rebel support now unlocked. Right, we need some major intel for the next mission, so I'm going to go over to our favorite cartel house and clean the place up because it's very easy. But already we can see with the rebel radio unlocked, more rebel forces are spawning in on the map. In total, there are 3 rebel trucks there. Oh my goodness, and they're all going the same way. Okay, change of plans. If they all drive past the front of here, they're going to trigger combat. In fact, there's 4 of them in a line. And a weird truck that's having a slight problem. Yep, this is a Ubisoft game. So yeah, if I aggro this place, then technically the rebels will get involved too. And with this many friendly rebel trucks driving by, I don't see how this is impossible. Right, let's blow up a lot of this stuff, kill whoever's on the turret, and get the rebels to stop. Come on, rebels, get activated. We'll free the rebels from the prison. I think I just shot them instead. Whoops. Kill whoever's on that gun. And then, yes, look at the rebels get out their vehicles now. It's a full-blown rebel war. And a civilian just almost drove into one of them. Right, there's an enemy trying to get on the minigun. We can finish that up. Rebel trying to run in there. Use that vehicle as cover. I don't think so. That's definitely a rebel over there. Take some Gatling gun, sir. Perfect stuff. Look at the rebels sweeping in. Oh my goodness, this helicopter is getting bricked. He's on the Gatling gun again. Come on, get him, get him, get him, get him. And there we go. Another Gatling gun gentleman is down. I think the rebels have caused enough distractions. We should now be clear. I'm going to slam down this helicopter and steal this car. Let's go. We're out of here. Perfect stuff. We've done it. That was just a perfect bit of timing. Thank you, rebels. You did a splendid job of providing the distraction. Your lives will not be forgotten. Oh, get out of the way, sir. I was parking my car here. And that's our first major mission complete. Now we need to go gather some intel to work out where our next one can be. Right, there's the lovely house ahead of me. Let's get in, get our intel, and then get out of here. Right, before I do the Unidad firebase, I'm going to do the rebel radio. Why not? For that, we're going to need to, of course, modify this gun and whack on our glorious grenade launcher. Right, we've made it to the town of Pantoja here. Right, so there's the radio. Time to get myself set up and established. Oh, there's a rebel truck driving by. Yeah, here we go. Stop, 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 stop. Get out of the car. Perfect. Lovely. That's more forces that will help us. Amazing. Right, okay, I think we're ready to start then. Hey, come back. Come back, sir. Get out the car. Stop driving the car, sir. Get out the car. You're meant to help. Thank you. Okay, right. I've popped the tires so they can't get anywhere. And we're going to kickstart this transmission. Let's go. Bam. We're live. Here come the cartel. I've got my rebels standing by to assist me. And most importantly, I have my little hiding spot along this ridgeway. Ooh. Who's shooting me? I can't even see. But we've got another rebel truck that's arrived. Okay, let's get ready with the grenade launcher. That's looking like enemies. Bam, dead. As that's enemies cleared up, those rebels will deal with those enemies. I do have to be wary of the sniper who will spawn in behind me. I'm going to spawn in another rebel diversion. Okay, right, the rebels are doing a good job. Enemy forces are being blown up. It looks like, yep, there's one gentleman. He was meant to be the gentleman to come up behind me. How many more seconds have I got left to go? I can't tell. All the vehicles are blowing up. There's definitely going to be some civilian casualties here, but it was necessary.
Broadcast complete.
Right, that's it. Mission's done. Steal this car and get the heck on out of here. That was very tactical indeed. We managed it. Right, so as the sun begins to set, I think it's important we head to the Unidad firebase. If there's something we've learned, it's that if we can time our entry with their dinner bell, we're able to get in and out with absolute ease. Alright, here we are at the Unidad firebase. We've done this before, so we know the drill. Alright, let's send up a drone and see what we can find. Oh, what is this? Game giving me a tutorial for suppressors. Thanks, Ubisoft. Very cool of you. There's a sniper, there's our other sniper, there's the third one. Now, what we're looking out for is all the Unidad soldiers on the ground floor deciding to have their dinner time. And that appears to be exactly the case right now, so we can climb over that wall and steal that lieutenant. Right, all I need to do is drop this sniper. And that sniper, perfect stuff. The two snipers are down. And then the final one, perfect. Right, snipers dealt with. Let's go get that general. Oh, we can grab some ammunition here. Perfect, lovely. Right, now we need to make our way up and find the gentleman. Oh, there he is. He's on the other side of this wall. Okay, we definitely need him to come back inside. Because out there, I reckon I'd be spotted if I tried to interrogate him. Or maybe, actually, I can grab him and then bring him back. Got him. Perfect. Let's drag him inside and get the interrogation going.
Oye, Polito, I got a lamb ready for delivery.
So there we go, interrogation complete, intel gathered, just one main mission away from the final one. Now I just need to somehow get out of this military base. Last time I took the helicopter, but that was definitely a bit too dangerous. So instead this time I'm going to try and stealth my way out of the front gate, which I think I can do by shutting off the base's power supply. Come on. Hopefully this doesn't alert them. Let's go. So I'm going to provide a little distraction by freeing those rebels, stealing this car, and despite its terrible turning circle, this should now give me the ability to get out of here. Right, good luck, rebels. You can free yourselves for the rest of the way. Nice. One mission complete. Good stuff. I think that's probably the smoothest we've managed it. I could really do with a helicopter to get up to the village, and I think there's a rebel one up the road and to our right, so I'm going to aim for that. As great as road vehicles are, I'm more likely to be spotted whilst driving them, so yes, if I can avoid them, I'm going to. And huzzah, one rebel helicopter for me to borrow. Thank you very much. I'll tell you what, Tactical Tracy, I think, is going to be the hero that Itaqua needs. She might not be the most charismatic, but she is the most efficient. And when it comes to liberating enemy territory, efficiency is what you need. Alright, last time we made the mistake of engaging from that hill over there. Instead, I'm going to deploy myself over here. Okay, so when it comes to enemies, we've got this gentleman here who needs to die, this gentleman here who needs to die, and I just need to keep an eye on their bodies and make sure no one goes and detects them. Oh, this one man wandering behind the houses, he should be an easy kill. There we go, he's dead. That man over there, I'm pretty sure is by himself. Lovely. These two in the front, I think, are good to die. Lovely jubbly. Oh, we got this man here. He almost walked in on a friend's body. But I think that's tactically all the enemies at the front mostly dead. This man's walking down the main street. Oh, he might actually reach someone. Right, I'm going to have to get a line on the front street just to work out how far down the road he's going. Oh, okay, no, he's going off to the right. That's okay. My goodness, I've got to be super tactical here. No sudden movements. Just wait for the enemies to present themselves in positions where they're caught out. Oh, you there. You needed to get dropped, yes you did. I think because of the time has slightly shifted, the enemy's pathing is different too. They're swapping patrol routes. I think this guy might be by himself now, so I'm just going to finish him off. Okay, we have those two gentlemen having a conversation by the car. This man standing out by himself here. I think this man can probably be finished off. He's kind of not really in range of anyone. Sniper rooftop man does need to die, and I currently don't have good eyes on him. Okay, I think this is my best position now. So sniper goes down, then we drop this man, and there's the two by the car. Let's go. Splendid stuff. Oh, he's seen a body, and he's down. Good stuff. Ah, we've got one guy on the back of the church. That's who I think it is. That's it. Yes, he was looking for us. He's dead now. Perfect. This is looking very good. We're getting spotted. Okay, get out of here. Just hide behind here. Looks like one enemy over there somewhere. Oh, there he is. He's looking at us. And he's dead. Oh, there's one more. Dead. Oh, there's another one. Let me actually try and drone and mortar him. Oh, there he is. Right, okay, I can see the gentleman. I'm going to try and get a mortar on him. Hopefully we get him. There we go. There he is. Come on, get him. That looks like a kill to me. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we've done it. I think there's absolutely no one left. Church is clear. Let's free this man. We did it. So you're free. Oh my goodness. Tactical Tracy. Flawless. Absolutely flawless. Basically used all of the tools at our arsenal in order to make that possible. All right, so I'm going to grab myself some more ammunition. And now all I need to do is make my way over to Yuri and Polito, who are just up the road. This is it. The final mission. My goodness. We're actually back here. This feels incredible. I personally think the grenade launcher is going to be our best bet. I'm just going to open the door, fire off a few grenade launcher rounds, and hopefully we drop them. But this is the one. And if it's not, I don't think I'm ever going to mentally be able to recover from this. Alright, here we go. The hunting lodge is just over this hill. Thankfully, we know there's absolutely no one defending it, so we can just drive ourselves on in a very smooth and stylish way. Alright, let's do this, ladies and gents. Alright, nice and stealthy. One operative against the entire world. That's all this has been. Minimal assistance, used all of my strategies possible just to make it here today. We've got 5 enemies in the room, 3 goons and the 2 bosses, and they're potentially equipped with this very dangerous looking minigun. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is it. Let the fun begin. Door open. Let's get rid of those 2. Switch to grenade launcher. Fire off, fire off, fire off. And I think we killed Yuri. Okay, I need to wait for my health to regen because I'm currently very low. I think maybe we got shaken up there. Okay, she's on the minigun and she's holding the door. But that doesn't mean anything, for I have a grenade launcher and I myself have grenades. Okay, let's give this a try. Go, go, go. Grenade, grenade. I think that's going to work. She was just on it. Yuri and Polito have been terminated. That's it. We're out of here. Ladies and gentlemen, we did it. Oh my goodness. Yes! Ladies and gentlemen, that is Itaqua completely freed from cartel control. So there we go. After 8 attempts, the wonderful Tactical Tracy was our hero. This video has taken well over a week to record, and I'm sure it's going to take me weeks to edit. So if you have enjoyed it, please do give it a like. But is this the end of the challenge? No, I don't think it is. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to do something very special. I'm going to continue Tactical Tracy's adventures in a live stream. The stream won't end until I die. That means the stream could also be 15 minutes long. If you're interested, then check it out here. I'd love to have you. And maybe, just maybe, this one character can take down the entirety of this cartel. Anyway, thank you all for watching today's video. You're all absolutely fantastic, majestic sausages, and I hope to see each and every one of you in the next one. Have a lovely day, and goodbye for now.